And here, Christmas coach and founder of Christmas Organizing. All right, we're going to try this a second time. I am so sorry for those of you who were with me live before and you were not able to hear me partially through the video or the live. So we're going to start all over again. And this is our Christmas Crunch Phase 1 Last Minute Planning. Whether you need to finalize some of your plans or you need to start, it does not matter. We're going to go through this, and I've pulled out of the Christmas organizing forms all of the forms that we need to do to get right down and be ready to get to the nitty gritty. Gonna take out some of the extra things and stuff because we don't have time for it. Christmas is in 12 days. If you're watching this on the 12th, or the 13th, sorry, it's in 12 days. But like for me, I celebrate clear through Epiphany, so I technically have 24 more days for the whole Christmas season. So, but there are things that need to get done by Christmas Day. So we are going to talk about it, and my goal is to have this work that you can go through this phase 1 in less than an hour. So we're going to start our handy dandy little timer here, and I'm going to set it for 30 minutes just to start and see what we can do here. And all right, so you've printed off your notebook or printed off the workbook. And we are going to, and here's a little sneak peek for those of you who don't know. This background on this workbook is going to be our new background for our days till Christmas, and kind of what we're going to be doing as far as a background for next year. This year it was kind of that blue, and that's what it's going to be next year. All right, in the workbook, we kind of have a little bit about this workbook. And so let me tell you just a little bit. I've broken it into 2 phases. This is phase 1, and it's going to be all about getting started and your Christmas notebook and making your lists. Okay, phase 2 is going to be putting your list into action and expanding the lists out. Okay. There's also some information here about me and how Christmas organizing began. And, let me take a little time right now to insert some information for y'all. Those of you who know, I have the Candy Cane Club, and I am reorganizing that for next year. And it's going to be called the 1225 Club. And what that means is on the 12th and the 25th of each month, we're going to have accountability meetings, and you're going to get checklists and check-in and different things like that, along with a topic for the month or for each of those different times, and we'll be exploring different things like that. And we're going to have a stocking exchange and a Christmas card exchange for those who want to participate, and that's going to be open to the members. You can join for $5 or for $12.25. Just depends on what all that you want as far as the benefits. So I invite you to click on that button up there that says on the YouTube channel that says Candy Cane Club via Patreon. It's now going to be called the 1225 Club, and I'm really excited about it because when Christmas organizing began, the whole reason I started it was to have an accountability group for myself because I get behind. As you know, I did my confession video the other day. So I see the 1225 Club as kind of a going back to the roots of Christmas organizing, and when I started it for an accountability. And there is going to be some free stuff, and I'm not going to just totally disappear just for the people who are paying. But the reality is that I keep ads off the website, and that's how I do it. I hate going to websites that have ads here and ads there, and you want to download a recipe, but you get all mixed up and you download some downloader thing and stuff. Oh, it just drives me crazy. I don't want to see all that in between reading, and I don't want you to have that experience on my website. So for that reason, that's part of why Patreon exists. There will also be a couple other ways to join. If you have been a former Candy Cane Club member and you want to get back in, I will give you a special price, and all you need to do is send me a private message through Facebook or on Patreon. If you can go back out into your account and send me a message, or send me a message down here and say, or comment down here and say, hey, send me the information, and I will go and get your information, because I still have your email and stuff, so I can pull that up. So anyway, okay, that's kind of what the 1225 Club is. Let's move on to finishing up our last minute planning. All right, so the first thing you've got to do, backbone, the foundation of Christmas organizing and having a Christmas plan, is your notebook. So I don't care what you find around the house. Go find you some 3-ring binder. It could be hot pink. I don't care. Just something so that you can poke holes and put stuff in it. Okay? Find yourself a hole puncher, page protectors. Just find what you have around the house and create your notebook so that you can put things in one place. Okay? Some of the other things that you can have with as your supply list: 3-ring binder, 3-hole punch, dividers, page protectors, slash pocket folders, a calendar, which you will need a calendar, even if we print it off, photo pockets, receipt holders, and colored pens and pencils. So that's the basics that you could use. If you don't, fine, don't procrastinate and go, oh, well, I got to get all my stuff from my notebook. No. If you don't have a notebook, find a file folder. Don't have a file folder, find an envelope. Find something. Find a drawer, an empty drawer. Find a box. Find a Christmas box that's empty to keep your stuff in one place until you can get a notebook. Okay? So, the first section we're going to talk about is holiday celebrations. Now, this phase 1 is all about just making out our lists and getting our list started. And tomorrow in phase 2, we are going to go deeper and expand those lists. All right, so I have a vision board in here. So if you want to write down a few things on your vision board, like I have already, for those of you who were watching earlier, I was well into a 40-minute video, so I already have some of these done. I'm not going to redo them, but I know where we were, so I can still kind of watch the time and everything. All right, the next thing is to make a list of the holiday celebrations and events that you're attending, okay? So I have still left at church. You have family celebrations, church celebrations, work, school, friends, community, or miscellaneous. And so I have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day coming up at church. I have the Co, which is where I work out of during the daytime, and have meetings and things like that at. It's a co-working space. And we're having a Christmas party there on Thursday. So I will be doing that. And then I will be attending a 4-H adult volunteer party next Monday. So that's all I've got down. I went to a cookie exchange today. First time I've ever done that. Love it. Next year, on my plans to host one at my house or at the Co. Kind of see where that goes. Anyway, so, and then the next sheet is the events that you are hosting, okay? So what are you hosting? Write those down. If you're hosting friends and you're doing a cookie exchange or a baking day, if you're hosting something at church, maybe you're in charge of something. Maybe you're hosting the Sunday school Christmas party, things like that. Put that down. So for me, I have our 4th Sunday of Advent celebration, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. That's all I've got down right now. I would like to do more, but right now we are down to the wire. It is time just to get the nitty gritty down and keep moving. Okay? All right. The next thing is our calendar. And the first sheet is dates to add to your calendar. Okay, this is really important. This is like dates that you have. You have, if there's birthdays or anniversaries or doctor's appointments, things like that that you have coming up, make them out on the list here. Like my daughter-in-law's birthday is before Christmas. So it's on here because I don't want to forget that. That's very important. And I've got to plan stuff around that and have the party. And we try to have a celebration with the family. So we'll do that. Okay, so I have that on there. And then the next thing is Christmas dates. And this is write down any dates that you know that you have plans for in the different sections. Now, if you did this in the holiday celebrations, it's kind of a repeat of it. So you can skip that if you already did that one in the holiday celebrations. Now, tomorrow we're going to dig deeper into the holiday celebrations and work on our menus and things like that for those. Okay, the next one is family dates. This is where you take the people that are in your family or that you need to work around. They could be extended family, that you need to work around different things for them. So you may, like, okay, for instance, my son and my daughter-in-law have a Christmas party for his work. So I need to get that down and put his name and her name down, and I need to get that date on here. My daughter is coming in from where she's moved to. I need to get those dates down that she already has things going on so that if I want to plan something, I can plan it around it. Also will help me with my December dinners when I get to that. All right, because we're going to refer back to these lists. The next thing, I have to include this in everything I do because I really think it's important, and it is the Christ-centered Christmas section. And I know not everyone celebrates Christmas for the birth of Christ. I do, and it's very important that I include this, so that's why I go over it all the time. The first sheet is how can you incorporate Christ into Christmas in what you've got left, in gift giving, decorating, activities, entertaining. So mine is, my decorating is doing my mantle. I'm going to do my mantle in a little fun, more playful time this year. And I was like, what am I going to do? Because I always have a nativity set in the front of, or in the center of my mantle, because it's in the center of the house. Christ is the center of this house. And so I want it to be there. When you come in our front door, the fireplace is right across from the front door. The front door is in the center of the house. And the fireplace is in the center of the house. If that all makes sense. Anyway, I was like, oh, I wish I had the little people nativity set. I'm going to find that one day. And I would love to have that. And I was like, but I really don't want to go spend any more money right now. So I was like, what do I have? And I found something that I have, and it's a beautifully colored, I'll put a picture up later. It's a beautifully colored plate that I have a plate stand for that says, happy birthday, Jesus, you are the gift. And it's very colorful. It's got blue and yellow, and it has a green tree on it. And it's very beautiful, and it's very more childlike, like a picture a child would do. And so that was the perfect thing to put in the center of the mantle. Sorry. But the mantle's not finished yet. So that's the only thing I really have up there right now. So I still have to work on that. Activities and events, going to church. Both on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I hope. I have to check and see what the schedule is for Christmas Day, because I have not checked into that yet. You would think I would have already done that. Like I said, I'm behind. I'm confessing. The last thing in the Christ-centered Christmas is the Christmas kindness list. There's space on here for 25 different things that you can do for Christmas kindness. Okay, so go ahead and finish filling that out. And, it doesn't have to be big things. It can, and you can do it from now until Epiphany. So continue it on through the whole Christmas season. So do it from now till Christmas Day, and then Christmas Day through Epiphany. And because that's the Christmas season. Currently, we're in the Advent season, and then we will get into the Christmas season. And so they can be simple things like holding the door for somebody. Oh, sorry, y'all. This is live. And sometimes I get choked. Let me get a little sip of water. I talk too much sometimes, I'm told. All right, I'm going to get my wonderful Mountain Valley water. And I'm going to pour me some in my new mini cup. Look at this, y'all. Minnie with her daisy. Y'all know that's my date. My thing is Minnie with the daisy. But it's Christmas one. I had never found the Christmas ones until recently that has her daisy on it. Usually they have a big bow or something. So I was so excited to find those. Anyway, okay. So, the Christmas kindness, tip a little extra for if you go out to eat or you have a delivery service, things like that. Just write down 25 different ways that you can show some kindness. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be big. Just do some things. And, if you don't get to all of them now, you can work on it throughout the year. Okay, the next section is Christmas expenses. And I have that in there at this point, but I really think that we need to hold off on doing that part until the end because we need to see what all we have left to do and what we're planning, and then come back and fill in the expenses. So just skip over that part right now until you get to the end of these lists and stuff. All right, the next thing is our Christmas gift list. The first important one is your Christmas gift list. That is so important. Make you a list here because when people start asking what you want for Christmas, you need to be able to tell them. And you need to have some ideas. I love using the Amazon wish list. If you're an Amazon person, you have an Amazon account, you can search through Amazon. If you see something you like, you can add it to your wish list. It is so cool. And then you can make it public or you can make it private. So you can make it to where only people you share it with can see it, or you can make it that has your email address can find your public wish list and send you gifts. It's really cool. I love it. I try to keep mine up to date. And that is, that's one thing that I really like to do because I like to put fun stuff on there and things that I would really like to get. All right. So, gift giving. Oh, this is where a lot of stress comes in at Christmas, and we don't need all of that stress, and we want to make sure that we don't forget people, things like that. Well, we're going to talk about today the different gifting groups because that's how I break people up to make sure I don't forget anybody. We're going to write down all the different groups, and then tomorrow when we expand, we will write down individual people from those groups. So for me, under families, I have immediate family, which is my children, my husband, and my mother-in-law. Basically, that's everybody who celebrates here at our house on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And then I have my father and his wife, and I have my aunt and uncles. So I have 3 different aunts and uncles that I send stuff to and their families. And then I have family overseas, and I'm working on getting their stuff together, which I know will not get there before Christmas. Yeah, it'll be a New Year's gift. It's just what it is right now. And it's okay. Give yourself permission to say, hey, I'm sorry. It is what it is. I'm going to do better next year. And that's what we're going to do with the 1225 Club. We're going to do better next year. because I'm going to be doing reminders all throughout those both of those meetings each month. We're going to have reminders and say, hey, how much have you saved, and different things like that. I was telling somebody today, I got back, this is my first $5 bill that I have gotten for change. And years ago, my friend Marianne said that what she does is she takes every $5 bill she gets and she folds it up in her billfold, and that's what she keeps for her Christmas money. So all her $5 bills. Well, I got this one back as change tonight. So this is my first $5 towards next Christmas. Okay? It's really important to have that for after Christmas sales too. So that is something that I'm putting back. All right, back to all of this. Okay, I have the gifting groups. I also have under friends. I have close friends. I have high school and college friends. I have church related, the pastor's family, the staff, and the members, and my clubs and organizations. I have FCE and 4-H, and I'm sure I'm missing somebody. Oh, and then under work related, I have people at the Co. If I get to it, I put a question mark next to that one because that's a lot to get together before Thursday. And then community would be my neighbors. I'm not telling you which neighbors. I don't know all my neighbors, but I do know quite a few of them. And I am going to be doing up some little neighbor gifts. All right. Now, the next list is, and this is where I think we got to, before I realized that you could no longer hear me. More than one gift list. And this is to write down the people that you give more than one gift to. Because you give them more gifts. My children, my husband, my mother-in-law, my father, and his wife, and my stocking list is basically the same people. So that's what I do. That's what I have on that one. And so do the same for your stockings. Now, if you're giving stockings as gifts to other people, then you want to use that as that. Okay, now, food gifts at Christmas. Are you going to be giving any kind of foods away at Christmas time? This is where my neighbors fall in because I'm going to make up some little boxes. And the items, now you'll need to print off additional copies of this page if you have more than 3 things. So what I did is I just made over here in the notes some extra things so I can print off some more pages later. I'm going to be making black bottoms. Love me some black bottoms. Tiger butter, Chex Mix, fudge, peanut butter balls, no-bake cookies. And I may do some mini cheese balls. I'm not sure on that yet because they have to be refrigerated. But I love cheese balls, and I have my mother's recipe. But it makes these 2 big old cheese balls, and I'm the only one who really likes them. And so they go to waste. So if I make some teeny tiny ones and give them with the neighbors' gifts, that might be that's an idea that I have. All right, Christmas cards. Are you sending them? Have you sent them? Do you want to send them? It's okay to mark them off your list. Mine are almost done. My goal is to mail my cards on the 24th. And this one I have all of these already filled out in my Christmas card list book. So, but it works the same way as the gift list. You have your Christmas card groups. So, immediate family, church-related, work-related, local friends, clubs and organizations, extended family, friends from school, current school, community, out-of-town friends. Just write those things out. And then this is a really important thing. If you're going to put a Christmas letter in, it's nice to kind of try to remember what all you actually did through the year. And I already have this done already, so I'm not going to redo it. But use your social media. It has a place to put 4 different things for each month. Go back in your social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you use where you've posted things about different things you've done the year. Go back to January or even to December, last December, and look at the things that have happened and write down some little highlights. You could even just take this page and put it into your Christmas cards. Actually, that's not a half bad idea. Even though I've already written my Christmas letter for this year, I think that might be something that I'm going to redo these for next year, so that I can just kind of fill that in and send that out as a really, kind of, here's the bullet points of what happened in our life the past year. Okay, so then you're not writing out a letter so much. All right, next is our Christmas crafts. Y'all crafting? I don't know about y'all, but I have big ambitions for crafts and to make homemade gifts and da-da-da-da-da. I still am going to make a few homemade gifts that I already have mostly completed. One of those is dry shampoo. I love, where's my hair? I love making dry shampoo, and I love using dry shampoo. And I use, it's a simple recipe. It's arrowroot powder and cocoa powder. If you have brown hair, you can just use the arrowroot powder. If you have a blonde hair or silver, white hair type of thing, and you can kind of tailor it to the people that you're giving it to. I find both the arrowroot and the cocoa powder at our little local store that's like a Whole Foods, but it's a local hometown one called Grubb's Grocery. And so if you're still going to be making some crafts like me, so as gifts, I have, dry shampoo, and I add essential oils. Those who may or may not know, I do doTERRA, and those are the only oils I put in, especially if I'm going to be putting it on my head. I need to know where my oils come from, so make sure you're using a good quality essential oil. And I can add some different oils into the dry shampoo. It makes it really nice. Peppermint will, I put peppermint in my shampoo sometimes, and it will wakes me up. So you can do that, or just leave it blank or don't leave it out if you don't want to. So anyway, so make a list of the things if you still need to do some decorating, or if you have any kind of other Christmas crafts. Okay. So, and then the next one is your handmade gift list. Who are you giving actual handmade gifts to? Which that probably should be on the phase 2. Okay, not everything's perfect yet, because that's expanding it out. All right, the next part is Christmas gift shopping. Oh my gosh, y'all. Where are you going to shop right now? Think outside the box. I did a post on that. Shopping can get crazy this time of year. Stay away from the big box stores. Stay away from Walmart. Stay away from Kroger. Or not Kroger, Target. Sometimes stay away from the grocery store. And people go, but that's where everything is. There's lots of places around that you can buy stuff that is a lot less hassle to get into. And you'll find some really cool stuff. One of my favorite places is Aldi. I got my husband something there yesterday. They have some unique foods and stuff. So think outside the box if you're still trying to think about things. And tomorrow I plan on doing some videos about some last minute Christmas gift ideas that you can throw together at different places like a grocery store or something like that. Gift cards are great and you can get them almost anywhere. Okay. So, but think about the person that you're giving the cards to and really specialize or for whatever it is that they're wanting to do. If they go to Starbucks and get a coffee every morning, Starbucks would be a great gift card. Me, I love last year, my son and daughter-in-law gave me a Chick-fil-A card as part of my Christmas. And I loved it because what I went and got was I love Chick-fil-A's ice. And so the ice is like $1.79 with tax. And so every couple of weeks I would go through and get me a bag of ice. Nobody else in the family cares if they have Chick-fil-A ice or not. Well, my daughter does, but in the actual household, and they'll eat the ice out of the ice machine or out of the, the refrigerator. So anyway, that was a really cool treat for me to have, and I did that. So think outside the box. Tractor Supply. Have you ever been to Tractor Supply? They got all kinds of Christmas stuff. It's really cool. They got some really cool little gifts and stuff in there. Cracker Barrel. Go to Cracker Barrel when it's off times for eating. The shop is, relatively empty. Think about giving ornaments. A lot of places, their Christmas stuff is already on half price. And I went to Big Lots today. They have a lot of their stuff already half price of the Christmas stuff. Not all of it yet, but a lot of it. So, Big Lots, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar, the grocery store, local places, the co-op, the Tractor Supply. And I know there's tons more. Leave me a comment down below and tell me where you go to beat the crowds and get Christmas gifts. Because I'd love to know some more ideas and stuff of where to tell people to go. And a little secret here, it has been probably 10 to 15 years since I have shopped in Walmart. So none of my Christmas stuff comes from Walmart unless somebody else in my family goes and buys it. But I personally do not go in and buy stuff at Walmart. That is a personal decision of mine. I do shop at Sam's. But it was an issue with Walmart several years ago. People go, well, where do you shop? I'm like, there are all kinds of places to shop. I would go to Kmart when Kmart was still open. Sorry, y'all. And things like that. So just think outside the box of where you can go to buy Christmas. And think about local people. Think about people that sell stuff, that are employed for themselves. If they're selling doTERRA, I have all kinds of stock. If you want some oils, I have oils. I have the Deep Blue Rub and all that kind of stuff. So, I have those as last minute Christmas gifts that I already have in stock. Our 30 minutes is up. I'm going to set the timer for another 15 minutes. So that'll make it 45 minutes. Anyway, call up your Tupperware lady. See if she has some Tupperware things in stock. A lot of people, Mary Kay, Pampered Chef, your people that that do those, I bet you that they have some stock on hand. Call them up. Ask them what they have. And I bet if you ask real nice, they might even gift wrap it for you. I know I would. All right, so just fill this sheet out where different places that you can go and shop. All right, the next one is, this one may take you a little bit to fill this out. I've got to do something about my gift box for unassigned gifts. I have not gotten everything out yet because I haven't started wrapping stuff yet. But if you have a smaller gift box and you can start writing out the things that you have in your gift box that is unassigned, write them on here so you know what you have. I will be doing this at the end of this season so that I know what's in my gift boxes and I can quit going through them. I used to keep my little cards and I was real good on that, and I got out of it. Sometimes we forget what we're supposed to be doing. And that way you can see it at a glance as you're working on your assigning gifts and trying to find a gift for somebody, what you might already have on hand. Like tonight, I needed an ornament. I had picked up some ornaments that were, it was a votive candle in a box with an ornament string on it. And it said ornament votive candle. So that's what I did for the ornament exchange. And the person who got it really liked it. So yeah. All right, Christmas wrapping. Oh, wrapping, 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 wrapping. You can see all my wrapping paper over here. On the other side of the bookshelf that it's on is a basket that I have filled with gift bags. And so everybody in the family knows where the wrapping paper is and the gift bags are, and they can just come. I've made it part of my decorations. So consider that. Find you an umbrella stand or a big tall basket or something. I have a tub that these are in, like a canvas bucket type thing that has Christmas stuff on it that I put all my Christmas wrapping paper in. And use this list to write down what you have so you know what you need to get. Like, I have, let's say about 40 rolls of wrapping paper and probably about 75 bags. Yeah, I need to use them up. And so I saw this little side note. Y'all know I don't stay on track very well, but wrapping paper, I saw a thing on Facebook tonight where somebody took wrapping paper, different rolls, and they covered their kitchen cabinet doors with the wrapping paper. Every door had a different thing of wrapping paper. I think my family would kill me if I did that. If my family is watching, let me know in the comments whether you would like me to do that for next Christmas. I might just do it so I can hear them fuss. Anyway, make a note of anything that you need. And like, I know I need Scotch tape. That is one thing I need to buy. Is tape. All right, so I have that on my list there. All right, gift mailing and delivery. Yeah. If you haven't got it ready yet, you got to get on it because you're going to pay more. Out-of-state packages, I have my father. I have my aunt and uncle and family in Maryland. I have my Aunt Donna and Uncle Gary and family in West Virginia. And I have my Uncle Junebug and his family in West Virginia. Those are my out-of-state packages that I have to mail. I have overseas packages to my family overseas. So, I need to get that together. And then in-state packages, I don't really have anything. Group deliveries, I don't have any hand deliveries. I have the neighbors. I have FCE. And I have friends. Okay, so those are some things that I have for my deliveries. And we'll leave it at that. Y'all, I'm making a mess down here on the floor. But I will clean it up and get all my stuff back in my notebook. Next is Christmas baking. All right. Are you baking stuff for different things? Goodies to make and give, which we also filled that out as the on one of the other forms, so you can choose which one you want to use. This one has a little bit more space to list them out. So what did I say before? Peanut butter balls. And black bottoms. Fudge. And the cheese balls, maybe. All right. And tiger butter. Ooh, and my peppermint crunch popcorn. I knew I was forgetting something. So y'all, peppermint crunch popcorn, if y'all are looking for something simple to give to people, it's so easy. So what you do is you air pop or go buy like a big bag of Skinny Pop, like at Sam's or Costco, and you take a bag of white chocolate chips, and you got to make sure it says chocolate chips and it doesn't say baking chips. It has to say chocolate, white chocolate on it. And in order for it to say white chocolate, it has to have cocoa butter in it. That is so important. It's not chocolate if it doesn't have cocoa butter in it. And otherwise, they are made with oils and stuff, and they will not work as well with the things. And Ghirardelli, if I'm saying that right, their white chips are baking chips. They are not chocolate chips. So just because you think it's a really good high-end brand does not always mean that it is really white chocolate chips. If you have a Kroger, the Kroger brand, the Private Select white chocolate baking chips, those have it in it. That's one of the only ones I have found. So basically what you do is you take a bag of that, melt in the microwave for about a minute, add some peppermint essential oil. Now, peppermint flavoring, extract, whatever you want to do. I use the doTERRA peppermint. That's the only one that I can endorse to put into my food. I trust doTERRA. It is a food safe essential oil. Not all essential oils are created equal. That's a story for another time. Make sure whatever peppermint you put in there is truly something that can be ingested. And you could also buy, sometimes I see them, it's the peppermint and white chips. Now, they're probably not real chocolate chips, but they do have peppermint in them. They might work. I haven't ever tried those. And this year, I had, Cassandra gave me some little sprinkles that are candy canes, and they taste like peppermint. And when I finished with my peppermint crunch popcorn, then I sprinkled that after I mixed it with the chocolate, because what you do is you have a big bowl with your popcorn in it, and I did a big That's a Bowl from Tupperware, which I think is maybe 32 cups of popcorn. I know I did like 4 batches of the air pop, and then I melted the butter, put the essential oil, peppermint oil in it, mixed it up, and then I just drizzled it over and kept stirring and stirring and stirring, and then I sprinkled those little candy cane confetti in there that gives it a little bit more peppermint punch. And so I love it. I'm gonna bag it up and give it as gifts. All right. Goodies to take is also on this list. Are you having to go somewhere and take some things? Write that there. I have to do, I'm just going to write down a dessert for 4-H. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I know I'm taking some food. I'm taking pineapple casserole. So good. Hot pineapple casserole. That's what they expect me to bring every year, so I have to make that. And then your at-home goodies. A lot of mine are the same things that I am making for things to give. So, because, the batches make kind of big. And so this way I have extra. I have some for home and some to give. All right. Next is my December dinners. Right. You have let someone else cook. List out your favorite fast food restaurants. So, like for us, Chick-fil-A is number 1. I love Arby's. Okay. Takeout delivery, that would be Domino's. Sit-down restaurants, I haven't been there in forever, but I love Outback. Of course, a lot of restaurants have just gotten too expensive, and I can feed a lot of us for less than that, but Outback is my favorite. I love Alice Springs chicken. I make a version of it at home. But if I had to, if we were going out for a nice meal or something, Outback would be a great place to go. So I'm trying to think of, let's see, we have a local place here called the Old Town Spaghetti Store. That's a sit down. Chili's is a good one. So you kind of get the idea here. This is just so that you have some places to choose from that you already know. And so if you're going, oh, where do we want to go? Oh, here's the ideas that we have. Okay? Now, The next is December dinners. Let's write down some quick and easy meals, some make-ahead meals, some slow cooker, and some other meal types. Maybe you have a Instapot or things like that. You can write those down. So, quick and easy meals. What do we got? We got tacos, spaghetti, hamburgers, let's see, tacos, spaghetti, hamburgers. We have steaks. We have chicken and dumplings. Now, these are things that my family likes, or most of us. Cordon bleu. That is from Sam's. That is in the little packages already done. Cordon bleu. Make-ahead meals. That could be lasagna. Yeah, I have to sit down with my bigger list later. Slow cooker. We have a roast. What do y'all make in your slow cooker? Give me some ideas down there. I have a list, and oh, it's in my notebook. I'm trying to redo this, and I already have a list of my 25 meals that's in my Christmas organizing notebook. So I will finish filling this out from that list. All right. The next thing is our activities at home. Make a list of activities that you want to do, the date, the time, and the type of activities. So I want to have a movie night. And I want to have a game night. Now, there is a place to put the date, time, and type of activity. But I've got to finish filling in the calendar stuff to know when people are doing stuff so that we can work around that. Because I don't want to plan it and then nobody be here. All right. We're almost done, y'all. Decorating at Christmas. This form is kind of simple. You're just going to write down the room or the outside area and tell what you still need to decorate in there. So in my living room, I still need to decorate my mantle. I still need to decorate my table. And I still need to decorate the top of the piano. And as I'm looking around, yeah, that's about all I need to do in here. And you know what? That's all I'm going to do. My office, of course, is already decorated downstairs. And I'm not going to pull a bunch of the stuff that's down there upstairs. You all see it. Oops, there's our next 15 minutes is up, but we're almost done. So we are going to hit this in under an hour. So I'm going to set it for 15 more minutes. Now, actually, I'm going to set it for 10 minutes because that will get us done. Of course, you know, some of this time in here, I have been talking on other things besides working on this. So, you know, when you're working on it, set aside an hour or 15 minutes 4 different times and get it done. So I'm not going to decorate anything else. The outside area, I would like to do the front door. I just need to go get a wreath. I want a live wreath. You know, that's something that I truly cannot. That's one of those things that I would love to get from somebody as a gift, to have a live wreath sent to me at the beginning of December. That is on my gift list because I can never bring myself to pay the full price for it. And you know, now with like Instacart and stuff, you can get the live wreath from Sam's or anywhere and have it delivered to the person. Now, yes, that's going to cost a little bit more, but you know, it might be something that you can give to them. Maybe a greenery piece or a little rosemary tree, something. Poinsettias, have them, you know, poinsettias. Instacart. I even, you know, I deliver for Instacart, and I also am a customer. And you can stuff from Lowe's. Lowe's is on Instacart. So if the person you want to send it to is nearby, send some poinsettias. Send a wreath. Send a live tree. That's like the newest thing this year. I'm not sure if that's really, I haven't gotten any orders for those. So I'm not really sure what all is going on with that. But you could still do poinsettias. Back in the fall, I delivered a bunch of mums to somebody here locally in Jackson, and it was really cool. So it wasn't a big thing, but I do need to go to Sam's and grab me a wreath. I usually try to wait till they go down on the, down in price. All right. I'm not going to do the bathroom this year. I'm not going to do the master bedrooms, stuff like that. We're going to work on that for next year. All right. Cleaning. Oh. All right. You know that there is certain areas that you want to have clean in your house. So write them down that you need to. Only do the areas that are absolutely necessary. If nobody's going to be in your bathroom closet, don't put down your bathroom closet. Don't worry about cleaning that at this late point. Only do the areas that you need in order to have a good holiday season. So I have the living room. And then underneath it, write 3 things that you need to do. Now, my suggestion is that you print out multiples of these and write down 3 things to do each day. And so it's like breaking it down, and work 15 minutes a day in each room or in each area, and try to get those 3 things done. So it kind of break it up into smaller bites. I have the kitchen, I have the dining room, and I have the main bathroom. Okay, so I'm going to write down what I want to get done in each of those areas, and that's going to be my assignment for tomorrow. I'm going to work 15 minutes in each of those areas, or work on commercials. That's what I used to do. If you still watch shows with commercials, every time there's a commercial, get up and work in one of those rooms that you have on that list. So keep that list kind of handy. All right, we're down to the last thing for this one. All right, this is your holiday travel trips. Write down anywhere you're going to be traveling to during the month of December, during Christmas season. Are you going on vacation? Are you doing local trips, less than 60 minutes? Are you going on long distance trips? Yeah, we don't really go to see family anymore. Not something to get into. When my grandmother passed away, there's really no place to comfortably stay without displacing people. When we go back to West Virginia, and everybody kind of spread out. You have that person that was the glue, and so anyway, for me, I don't really have any trips to take. Possibly going to go see my daughter after Christmas, go back home with her, and that's a long distance trip, but that's not set in stone yet, so I'm not putting it down. And so that's it. That is the end of our making the list. We have about, I did that for 10 minutes, so we did that in under an hour. Okay, we'll set that off. So, my challenge to you is to go through the workbook. I will post the link down in the comment section or the description to where you can go and print the copy of the workbook off. And, while you're out there, check out the different levels of at Patreon, because that's where it's going to take you to, is to Patreon. And really would love to have you as a subscriber, where we got some fun things coming up. There's going to be giveaways throughout the year. Just a lot of fun stuff. We're going to, the people who are in the 1225 Club are going to get the first dibs at coming to the Christmas organizing retreat that we're planning for next year in Gatlinburg at the Christmas Inn. It's just a way to help support. You get all of the forms for free or as part of your membership, and you have those to download throughout the year. I hope to have the printed planner for those who don't want to print it all out themselves, ready by January 1. and so that we can have it for January 12th for our first session and to get started on that. So if you've made it all and you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please hit that subscribe button and hit the little notification bell, and that will alert you anytime that I go live or that I upload a new video. It is so important, and I would appreciate it so much if you would hit that subscribe button. And hey, share this video with other people too. It all helps. All right, I will see you all tomorrow with phase 2 tomorrow night. All right, signing off. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.